Okay, good afternoon. This is Roots and Rhythm, a 1 hour television talk show that is brought to you every Monday and Friday. And I am your host and presenter, Jonathan Morris Vayan. And today I have a very special guest in my office, and he's from the angle of the Liberia Land Authority. And so we're going to be looking at a broad base of how land is being purchased, what are the laws involved, what are the procedures, and other development as it relates to land and its issues. So, welcome.
Oh, thank you so much, and I'm happy to be here. This is my first time to be in your studio.
Okay.
So I'm so happy. I hope that this would not be the end.
Yes, sir.
We should always continue to enlighten our people when it comes to land business.
That's great.
Because as per our own uncle, we can always say land is left.
Yeah.
With all land, there should be no existence.
Okay.
Because everyone all you see here today, and not only land working,
Not
right?
only land, yeah.
So land matter is everybody's business.
Okay.
And I'm so happy that you invite me here today to be here to explain to our people when it comes to land issue. Okay. So again, thank you for the invite.
Okay, thank you. So your name and your position in the county.
So okay, I'm Victor J. Brown. I work for the Liberia Land Authority.
Okay.
I'm the land administrator of Bassa County.
Okay.
Before transferring here, I was in Bon County for the past 5 years.
Okay.
I serve as land administrator of Bon County. You know, the kind of work we do, it's almost like a security job. You know, you don't have to stay long to a specific area. So
yeah, sure.
they transfer me this way.
Okay.
To come here to straighten one or two things when it comes to land business.
Okay.
When you want to know who is Victor Brown, I'm from Bon County.
Okay.
I'm a Liberian.
Okay.
I'm married.
Okay.
I have 2 masters.
2 masters.
From Cardinal University graduate program.
Okay.
So far so good. I've been working with the Liberia Land Authority for the past 6 years now.
6 years.
Yeah, sure.
So that means you have a very vast knowledge as it relates to
besides the
land.
masters that we discussing, I attend so many programs, seminar when it comes to the land rights act of 2018.
Okay.
So I'm very versatile when it comes to the land sector.
Thank you so
in
much.
fact, I was one of the youngest to serve as county land administrator.
Okay.
Of the Liberia Land Authority.
That's great.
So far so good is the kind of person Victor is.
Victor is a very vibrant guy with vast knowledge.
Sure.
So looking at the Land Authority, since you came into Bassa, when you took over this particular office?
It was in July.
This
2024.
Last
July 2024.
Okay.
I was transferred from Bon County to Bassa County.
Okay.
So I've been here from last year July to present.
Okay, so like your 1 year 2 months, 1 year 2 months. Today making it 1 year 2 months, maybe 1 day and things.
Sure.
So what have been your level of cooperation as it relates to surveyors and landowners relationship?
So firstly, before we venture into that, we had to understand how the Land Authority came about.
Okay, great.
So it was in 2009, where after the civil conflict, based upon the response of the too many complaints that were coming to the Liberian government when it comes to land grab. Okay. So the former president, Madam Ellen Johnson, said he thought it was that yes, indeed, our people have suffered so long. They are not entitled to the property. So there's a need that we organize a system wherein the country people, which we call the customary people,
okay,
be entitled to the property.
Okay.
So in 2009, Madam Ellen Johnson Sally established, through the help of the international community, they established the Land Commission. Okay. And their own responsibility at that time is to study all of the existing laws, those things that have been happening in the past, to make a recommendation to the Liberian government to see as to how we can handle the land situation. Okay. So after too many years of studies, they proposed to the Liberian government back then that there should be a need, there is a need that we organize a single institution that will be responsible for land activities. Okay. So in 2016, there was a law that was passed. They called it the Land Authority Act. And the Land Authority Act brought into being to the Liberia Land Authority.
Okay.
So, and the Land Authority Act was passed. If you look at the Land Authority Act, if you look at Article 8, the law says Liberia Land Authority, upon the passage of the Act, they should be the regulatory authority to administer the affairs of all land matter.
Okay.
So it means before the passage of the Act, they have the mines and energy, they have the public works, they have the final the foreign affairs, the archive. They were the one that were, the internal affairs as well. They were the one responsible at the time to settle land dispute, and our people, they were finding it so difficult to understand the land settle, to get a process completed. So after the passage of the law, they synchronized the law into one that established the Liberia Land Authority. If you look at Article 8, if you look at Article 8 of the 2016 law, the law says upon the passage of the Act, Liberia Land Authority should be the only regulatory authority to administer the affairs of all land. That is the reason why today, when you look at the archive, they are now responsible to register deed now.
Okay.
Yes. If you look at the internal affairs, they are now responsible for activity. And they are now responsible for survey. If you go to the officer of the Liberia Land Authority, you see survey department.
Okay.
You visit the Liberia Land Authority, you see deed registrar.
Okay.
So if you look at Article 50 to 54 in the 2016 Land Authority Act, in the 2016 Revised Act, the law says upon the passage of the Act, all other ministry and agencies that were involved into the land sector should turn over everything to the Liberia Land Authority. Okay. So now the president is no more responsible to sign deed. The chairman of the Liberia Land Authority is responsible to sign deed. Right. So now in the county, the head of the land authority in each county, like for example me, I am the one responsible to sign deed on behalf of the county. Okay. The surveyor sign, we send it to the chairman, chairman approve it. You don't have to go to the president again, for approval. So we have a one-stop shop when it comes to the land activity.
Okay. So we have a one-stop shop when it comes to the land activity. And then looking at Bassa, right, with the way in which it is posted, right? What is your relationship with the surveyor and the rest of the members that you have that you work with?
So when we came, we met so many land dispute cases in our office. Yeah. So based upon our coordination with the various surveyor, we were able to resolve half of the land cases through the court. So what am I talking about? Before then, when it comes to the conclusion of land cases, it was so difficult. So when I came, we make sure that we resolve all of those cases that were on the docket. Okay. If you look at Article 9 of the Land Rest, the law says you must have a deed property registrar through the procedure and processes. Okay. So if for any reason that you're claiming property, the law says you must have a deed property registrar. Okay. So based upon our analysis and the law, we put mechanism into place and we resolve half of the land cases. Now you go to the Liberia Land Authority, you go to our offices, we have men and women that are very trained, prepared to resolve land cases. In fact, since the morning, I've been in a land conference. When I say land conference, but land dispute conference. According to them, they started more than 10 years ago. But today we were able to find a conclusion to see as to how by next week, not next week, but by January 16.
Next year.
Yeah, no, not January, but September 16
this month.
Of this month, we'll be able to send an investigative survey to be able to conclude on that land matter. So far so good when it comes to land cases. We are concluding it gradually. You know, land basically is everybody. Old age. So everybody, every day they coming, they having interest in the land authority, they building their confidence in the land authority, and every day they coming to make sure that they understand the rights. But before coming here, as far as I'm concerned, I stand to be correct. First of all, come for a customary community to obtain their own deed. Because if you look at Article 32, customary community, because when the law was passed, if you look at Article 37, if you look at Article 7 of the Land Rest Act of 2018, they divide the land into 4 categories. You get the public land, they get the government land, they get the customary land, and they get the private land. 4. So in the customary community, the law says, if you look at Article 37, the law says, once as a community, because we at the land sector, we refer to village as well as community, right? One out of community, you stay somewhere for over 50 years, and you have a nonsense tradition. You have the right to own your property. Nobody, even you get the land belong to you.
Okay,
but if you look at Article 9 of the Land Rest Act, the law says you must have a deed property register.
Yeah.
So you can be sued and somebody can sue you.
Yeah.
So we at the Land Authority, we thought it was that yes indeed, although the law says once you live here for 50 years, you live according to the norms and tradition of your community, you are entitled to your property.
Yeah.
But yes, still the same law says you have to have a deed property register.
Yeah.
Then you can be sued and somebody can sue you. Meaning that if you have your deed, somebody can own your land. Right, you have the right to sue the person, right? If for any reason that you have a deed property register, somebody can sue you too.
Yeah.
You have the right to exclude somebody from your property, and somebody have the right to sue you based upon something they call encroachment.
Yeah.
You understand? So, in the second client, we surveyed that place, we issued them deed. The acre of land is about 40,000 plus. Okay. So we issued a deed to them. It was in District 1.
Okay.
So we gave them D, and we are working with some partners in the land sector in making sure that we give our customary community put D, so they can be able to have title to their property. So, but back then, before then, people never have jurisdiction. Our customary people never had jurisdiction. They were just referred to as what custodian of the property, but they don't have jurisdiction over their own property. Okay. But the new land rest law said no. Our people, they are the owner of the land. They still own the land after 50 years because they call it what? Traceability information, right? Before you were born, that where you met your people. So based upon that, the land belongs to the people. So the new law gave the people the right.
Okay, so since the new law gave the people the right, and we have a lot of villages, we have a lot of towns in the interior side. What is the procedure of a town in order to obtain their deed?
So in the first place you would do like for example, village A will write letter of intent to the Liberia Land Authority. We the customary people, we are asking the land authority to survey our village or our clan or our county or our district for us to get our customary deed. Based upon a letter of intent, we will act upon it. There are 6 steps. The law says in the customary community, the people have the right to identify with their community. You have the right, like for example, your neighbor, I think right after the building,
there's a
the
boundary.
people gotta agree on their own boundary. After they agree, now we'll go there, we'll sign the MOU between the two parties. The MOU, in our MOU, there should be a description. Town A and town B, they agree that they rock is our boundary. Then you will write the chiefs and elder of that town. They will write, they sign our MOU, and they do the description of the rock. This rock in here, and in the customary law, the law says where you have breach for all the period of time. For all the period of time, like for example, if you're cleaning around your building, you get place that you can stop your cleaning. The next person get place to stop. That place becomes your customary boundary. You don't have the hard D. But the matter of fact, the custom of our people, like for example, say, at the end of the day or in the week or after every 2-3 months, all the women or all the men in the town, they go clean our farm road. They play you stop it. The next time they play the stop it. That tree becomes your customary boundary. So based upon our customary boundary, you will sign an MOU. We will be the supervisory arm, meaning that because the law says we are the regulatory authority, the minister of all affairs of land, be it private land, government land, customary land. So we are the regulatory authority. So we supervise the process, after which the last process is what confirmatory survey. The law says after the formalization, the Liberian government through the Liberia Land Authority, they are the one responsible to conduct confirmatory survey. We will go there and make sure that yes indeed the agreement that was signed by the two parties, it is right. So you will take out your boundary, will do the survey of that place, your demarcation, and then we'll produce deal, we'll give it to you. Yes, sure.
So the reason why I asked what is the procedure is it has cost attached, or is it something that because I live here for a longer time, so I got right over this land, so once I apply to the government and I'm in good relationship with my neighbors and they agree we set the boundaries, is deal done?
But in the first place, they have the facilitation process.
Okay.
Because right now there are some NGO, local NGO that helping that ask some international NGO, they help them with some cash, then they come to the Liberia land. They will do the formalization, but we are the one that are responsible to do the confirmatory survey by law.
Okay.
So the local NGO will go and get grants,
okay,
or help from some international community to help the Liberian government through the LRA for the community people to receive the D.
Okay.
So after all of those formality, the law say we are the regulatory authority.
Okay.
We would go there and do the confirmatory survey to confirm as to whether what was done is legal.
It's legal.
So based upon our legality, the law say we honor the obligation to issue deed to the people.
Okay.
Yes. But there's a cost attached.
There's a cost.
Yes, sure.
Okay. That means there's a surveying cost. Yes. There are other, you know.
Yes, those people don't expect that will be going there to do one or two.
Yeah,
because for example, when you get project, right, they can give you money for that project.
Yes. Sure.
So you got to pay those people to do that work.
Okay.
Even the survey cost, there's a cost attached.
Okay. Now, there's one little tricky thing that I want to understand.
Sure.
I see that there are people who own their private land, and then they've been living there for years. I'm talking about customary. I'm talking
private
about
land.
People in maybe in the urban area here.
Sure.
I bought this land and I have spent like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years, some 14, 15 years. But my deed is not probated.
The law say you must have a deed probated and register.
So in a process,
it's not how long you live there.
So in a process, if I come to do my registration of my deed, how will it be?
So
it's backdated?
No, I come in now. No. If you can't register your deed today, today's day will be placed on a deed.
Today's day will be placed on the deed?
Yes. And how long you live there? When did you go to the registrar office?
Yes. The information will be placed there?
Yes.
So that means the surveying did different, and then the process of the government different.
Is
there any fees? Is there any fees in between?
Yes,
like,
there's a registration fee.
You default. No, besides that, is there a fine to say you default? You never probate.
By law, after 35 days, you should redo.
You should redo. You should resurvey.
Yes, by law.
Okay.
After 35 days. Yes, because since you conducted that survey, after that time, we know as to whether that land stay in existing.
Okay.
People got to come back and redemarcate the area to make sure as to whether the land stay in existing. Because the intent of the land authority is that they don't want to leave somebody private property in your property.
Okay.
To award it to you.
Okay.
So they get stipulation of time.
Okay.
You understand? Statute of limitation. Okay. After that time, the law says you should go back and redo.
Go back and redo.
Yes.
Okay. So I think those who are watching us, you are following the broadcast. The land issue in Liberia is a very important thing that we have to pay keen attention to. For those of us that have our land, it is not probated. Those are some of the sticky things we have to fight over to get doing. And those of us that already got it probated, glory be to God.
Sure.
Customary lands, people in the interior that are watching me, the procedure is we have to write the land authority and give our petition of request that we want land. I'm sure that has.
Not a matter of wanting land, you want for your land.
We want for our land to be surveyed.
Yes,
good. So, okay.
But now there's a sticky situation. You know, most often I let us stand Thomas about. I know the environment will not allow you to do that. You know, many of the time in our customary community, they always refer to individual as what? Stranger.
Okay.
So in the customary community law, the law says where you have stayed as an individual after 7 years and live according to the norms and tradition of that community.
Yeah.
You are eligible to owning property as compared to those who were born there. Like for example, I am not part of the radio station, the TV station, right? I came here, I live here for over 7 years. And our norms and tradition in the place there, when you come in the morning, you must sweep, right? We've been sweeping. We've been closing the window. The law says after 7 years, I have the right to own room here. Nobody have the right to tell me that I'm not from here. So it's the same as the what? The customary land. The law said it's not where you were born.
Okay.
But once you have lived in that community for over 7 years and live according to the norms and tradition of that customary community, you have the right to own property as compared to those who were born there. So nobody have the right to tell somebody say you're a stranger.
Okay.
Many of the time they always refer to somebody, like for example, right? They assume that your parent came from, because most recently I was in Bay, I went to Town, where they have the mission, right? Like for example, you have not gone to Zondo, right?
before.
But your mother from there or your
Yeah.
father from there,
Yeah.
and they came here, they born
They
you
born
here.
you here.
The law said you have the right to go to Zondo to ask the people of Zondo to give a portion
give
of
you a
land
portion
because that's
of
where
land.
your parents came from.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So nobody is a stranger.
Okay.
If you follow the historical events
Everybody
of
has
Liberia,
a
we
yeah.
came from somewhere.
Yeah.
Many of all yeah, we came from Malay.
Yeah, sure.
The Songhai Empire,
Songhai
right?
Empire, the
Because
Ghana
based
Empire.
upon the forceful worshipping of
Yeah,
the
of
Islamic
Islamic
faith.
faith.
Some of
People
us,
scatter.
our people say, no, we can't live in a kind of condition.
Yeah.
Some people went to West, they came to West Africa, some people went to North Africa, and today we came here.
Yeah.
And the settlement based upon your leaders,
Yeah.
the Bassa group, right? And they came this way.
Yeah.
So if for any reason you came from Songhai Empire, you will ask, what are Bassa people? They say Bassa people, they around Grand Bassa. You go there and sit
there
with
and sit down
your
with your
people.
people.
You understand?
Yeah.
They say, oh, what are Gio people? The Gio people, they
Gio
went to
people,
Nima
the Nima
Will.
Will.
You go
Yeah,
and sit
you
with the
chase
Gio
them.
people. So everyone came from somewhere.
Yeah, sure.
So nobody have the right to tell somebody say you're not from here.
Okay.
So that's the started limitation, the stipulated period of an individual to stay in the community.
7 years.
7 years. The law says when you live in a community for over 7 years, you live according to the norm and tradition of that community, you have the right to own a property as compared to those who were born there.
Okay.
So nobody have the right to tell you that you're not from here. Okay. Where you coming from? Everyone else came from your empire, right? So you see,
We are all strangers.
we came from somewhere. We are all strangers here.
And we are settling here.
So the law just look at all of those
Right.
things
Yeah.
based upon the 2009 Land Commission or establishment,
Okay.
because they say you are responsible to review all of the existing law and do a wide recommendation to the Liberian government.
Okay.
After the recommendation, they say yes, indeed, we have understood all of those things, but now there is a need that we have one institution,
Okay.
which is the Liberia Land Authority, to look into land matter.
Okay.
And situation, they did a law called the Land Rest Act. And in the Land Rest Act are where they have all of the proponents
Okay.
and the places there. When you come here, you live here for over 7 years. Despite the situation, you're not from here. But let's take the room for an example, right? You get one family daughter here. I came from, where's the Bagolin?
From Bagani.
I came here, I fall in love with your daughter. We've been brushing the road.
Yeah.
We've been paying taxes.
Paying taxes.
We've been doing everything. They lost it after 7 years. I have the right to own property here.
So
meaning
meaning after 7 years of you living in our house or on our land,
no,
we
that's okay. Just
apportion
using
you,
this as an
yeah,
example.
we can apportion you a place. Like for example.
Nobody have the right to say I'm from here.
Okay, that's great.
Yes.
So all right. Now, I also want to know what is the relationship between the Liberia Land Authority and the Public Works.
I just gave the closer relationship.
Presently now.
Presently, we have a very cordial relationship because the law says we should work along with existing structure.
Okay.
What am I talking about? If for any reason that, although the law says that we are the regulatory authority to administer the affairs of all land, but despite the situation, the law says we work with our existing structure. Although they are not the presiding, we are the presiding. We should lead the process because by law, right? So we work along with them. So when they are working, like for example, those alleyway we identifying, because when we came here, we proposed to the county leadership that yes, indeed, the issue of alley encroachment is an issue. That's the reason why we have floor all in the place.
Okay.
Those places that people should pass for easy access. In the land rights, they call something the easement right. The easement right gave you the right to pass through this place to get to your own house. People are bidding to all of those places. So we propose to the county leadership that we have to do a re-identification of alleyway and the road.
The roads.
So if you travel through the environment of Grand Bassa, not Grand Bassa, but Buchanan City, you'll see many of those places being marked, remove LLA.
Okay.
So after those activities, we'll make a proposal to the public work for demolition. Okay. They are the one responsible to demolish all of those things.
Where I was going.
I was in a detail is to identify.
There were
the public work to demolish it.
Like for example, the Johnson has a plot of land, maybe for example in Tastam. The Johnson family decided to hire a surveyor to do a layout of their land, and then the surveyor went and laid out the place and put the alley into the rightful place where alley is supposed to be, and and the land are all shown, but on the physical, because on the deed you will see it there, right? You will see the demarcations there. But then on the physical, you see butch standing. And I am now selling my butch. I'm selling my land, right? Or is there anything into place that you people are thinking about that before a person sell a piece of land, public works should make sure to open all the alleys before that land can be sold?
Let me hold you there. Right now, as I speak to you, we are not registering any deed of all alley.
Okay.
You understand? Not the matter of public work going there to open the alleyway. For every survey that should be a proposed alleyway,
okay,
it should be mentioned,
okay,
by law. The reason why you see the Liberian government giving lesson to all surveyors is to keep them on track.
Okay.
Because the law says the surveyor is supposed to know, and in a survey fee for every land there should be what eases access.
Yeah.
They call it what the easement law.
Yeah.
And the easement law provide that for every like for example, 5 lots may 1 acre, right? After every acre there should be an alley. They supposed to know. Anything on the contrary, the criminal conveyance law say that surveyor should go to jail for 10 years.
Okay.
Because they're supposed to know the law.
Yeah, listen. I understand what you're saying, right? The surveyor will go and do all the demarcations.
So in the first place, you say, poor, for example, they hire a surveyor. You cannot hire a surveyor on your own.
Okay.
You got to come to the Liberia Land Authority.
Okay.
Who will give you permission designating a surveyor to go do a particular work.
Okay.
Not just to come to the land authority, but the law says you must bring your deed probate and register.
Okay.
And become legitimate owner.
Okay.
After the revision of all of those deeds and information, we designate a surveyor to go do that work. That's the reason why we assign lesson number to all of those surveyors. You see, if you, by tomorrow I'll try to ask some of my staffers to bring the the lesson calendar to your office.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
You come to our office, you ask all your letter of intent that I have a property I want to do the redemarcation. I want to survey 2 lots. We designate a surveyor to you. That surveyor already know they have been trained. That's the reason why Liberian government gave them lesson. Anything on the contrary, they hold you responsible. And the law say if you conduct a survey and you undo or you disregard those information, the law say your lesson should be revoked. We did it before in Bon County. It will still happen here.
Okay.
Don't take it for a joke.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. So that means the public work will only come in when maybe the community dwellers or those who buy in their land.
They want to open an alleyway.
Want to open an alleyway, then they can get in contact with
Yes, we will do the identification of the alleyway.
You guys do the identification.
Yes.
So there
will
is
be
no
on a deed
so in agreement there is no law that states that road should be laid before land is sold. No.
No.
Okay.
But the surveyor have to do the proposed alley because
the proposed alley.
Okay, like for example, in Grand Bassa.
Yeah.
5 lots may 1 acre, right?
Yes.
After every lot, after every 1 acre, there should be an alley.
There should be an alley. Yes, and now here is it.
So the guy is there.
Yeah, listen. The guy take his point from here, right? And he drew a line. He cut a line. And this line is about 5,000 feet, right? And then he did his conversion, taking all the alleys.
Assuming we're all proofing it.
Yeah. Everything inside, right? And he cut his row and all the alleys and things in between,
the
right?
demarcation should be
but
there.
on the first circle, it's not there.
No.
So now here is it. The men have finished selling the land.
No. It's supposed to be there. That is the reason why when you look at anybody's deed, you will see the proposed alley. If for any reason that place haven't been open, you will say proposed alley. 15 feet proposed alley. It's there. Even the map of Grand Bassa County.
Okay.
Although technology was not involved at that time. But if you look at that map, it is there. Proposed alley. Okay. That's the reason. That's the map we're using now to do the re-identification of alleyway and right of way.
So you are here today, and the people are watching you. They want to know. Now, Bassa, Buchanan City will soon be getting activity as it relates to electricity, because we can see a little pole being and placed in other locations, strategic areas. But then we found out that the community is congested in a way that there's no road. I don't know, the road is now open. Let me
That's
put it
the reason
that way.
why we identify all of those places. The road being open long since.
Okay.
But when you came, when I say you, it doesn't mean you in particular.
Yeah, sure.
You decide to do away with
the law and do your own thing.
That is the reason why you see all of those places we say remove Liberia Land Authority, GBCC. You understand?
Okay.
Okay, we identify it. After everything, we made a proposal to the county leadership for demolition, and you can't stop it.
Okay, meaning there are development on the way for alleys in the city to be open.
Yes, we started already.
So how soon?
We
to see the real action. What you have done. You're doing the demarcation now.
We responsible to identify those places.
Okay.
The war, how long based upon the demolition order. We will identify those places. We make our proposal and recommendation to the county leadership.
Okay.
They will turn it over to the public works for demolition.
Okay.
The matter of when it is not in my purview. But my issue is to identify the existing alleyway.
Okay.
Yes, sure.
Okay, thank you so much. So again, you are watching Roots and Rhythm, a 1-hour television talk show brought to you every Monday and Friday. And I'm your host, Jonathan Morris Vanyan. Keep watching. We are talking about the land issue in Bassa, specifically Grand Bassa County as a whole. And we are looking from a broader perspective. It is not from a single angle. So you will see us that our topic, our discussion is covering a wide range of areas to educate our people, to open their eyeballs so that they can be able to take on legal issues that will benefit them positively. Okay, so looking at your operation in Bassa, how many lesson surveyors do you have?
So in the first place, we have a resident surveyor.
Okay.
But beside the resident surveyor, they get surveyor that government issue lesson.
Okay.
But they don't work with the Liberian with the Liberian Land Authority.
Then how they work?
They work as private individual, but they are being regulated by the surveyor, the survey or
the survey department.
Yeah, survey department.
So
There's a structure they call the Liberia Survey or that is society.
Okay.
So they have their own regulation.
Okay.
But we're only responsible for those that work for the Liberian Land Authority.
Okay. So
yes,
those who work with Liberian Land Authority, they about how many?
No, the surveyor we had one lesson surveyor, but he's been retired now.
Okay.
So and we are up to being one more lesson surveyor who will be the resident surveyor not too long.
But you think a one lesson can solve the county?
Not a matter of one lesson. The law says you must have a resident surveyor and assisting resident surveyor.
Yeah.
But in the county they have so many private lesson surveyor that work in the land sector, but they don't work for the Liberia Land Authority.
You have any knowledge on how they obtain their private or lessons?
They do tests.
Okay.
Yeah, they do tests. The test being administered by their lesson board.
Okay.
Yes, so they give it to them through the Liberia Land Authority.
Okay.
Yes, because the law says we are the regulatory.
But they still work. They still work.
They don't work for the Liberia Land Authority, but they are private lesson surveyor that government give lesson.
But you supervise the activities?
No, I don't supervise their activity. That's the reason why before any survey is being conducted, the law say the survey order should be regulated by the Liberia Land Authority.
Okay.
You understand? So they don't just walk and go do any survey.
Okay.
They have a lesson. If you want to conduct survey, you have the right. But the law says you must come to the Liberia Land Authority for a permit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then I mean, there's a way that they relate to you.
Yes.
Right.
For a permit.
Because the guy will not just do things on his own.
No.
Right? When someone want to do a survey,
yes,
they contact him.
Yeah.
Then he
come to the Land Authority
with
the requisite
documentation
traceable to the Liberian government.
Okay.
Not just any.
Okay.
Yes, sure.
If you say not just any D.
Because the law says all these are traceable to the Liberian government. You understand what I say? Traceability meaning that either you bring a public register, either it's a public land COD, administrative deed. If you have an administrative deed, there should be letter of administration.
Okay.
You understand? Through the court. So we got to trace those information because right now technology advanced. people doing so many things.
Okay.
So while it is true that technology advance, we are advancing our own knowledge as well.
Sure.
Sure.
So now time is not in our favor, and we just got a split few minutes to go. And the program you're listening to is Roots and Rhythm. And before we take our parting statement from our guest today, I would like to encourage the public that it is important that you go through some of these, you watch and witness some of these teachings, because it will help to educate you. Those of us that get land that have not been so probated, it will also give you the right and give you the authority that, oh yes, I'm treading on dangerous ground. So, but I will ask a question before, so you can your mind